The greatest story ever told will and always will be the story we are telling ourselves about ourselves. There's no other story with the greatest impact on your life than that. Your story. See, you're the screenwriter. It's your inner speech that becomes the screenplay. It mirrors back to you off the screen of space. Your word is forever going out, eternally. Our word is not just what rolls off our tongue. No, it's your word, your thinking, thoughts, and feelings. It's in constant transmission, like a Wi-Fi signal in the net, but more of a divine signal, a force of energy that permeates a full spectrum of frequency. See, each one of us is a perfect transmitter and receiving station. Just like the sun at the heart and center of our own solar system, right? It's gravity, magnetic field holding the planets together from largest to smallest. Each planet rotating about the sun at different speeds and velocity, counter and clockwise, all with a different mass. Each one its own planetary influence, all held together, anchored to the sun. See, each one of us is like the sun in our own solar system. At our core, it's our inner speech that magnetically creates and attracts the conditions of our individual lives. Consciousness is the only reality. It's our inner conversations, our concept of self, what we believe and feel to be true of ourselves. That's the creative force, the gravitational force that holds in perfect orbit, just like the planets, the circumstances, the conditions of our lives, our relationships, the things and the stuff, the fruits of our reality. See, there's a perfect law at play. The sowing and the reaping is constant. We are forever reaping the harvest of our thinking, our inner speech, our seed sown in soil that's eternally fertile. For every word must be accounted for. See, through a lack of awareness, we go about denying our own harvest. What do I mean? See, we're wanting for peaches, but we're getting bitter grapefruit. The results that's showing about life, we're not feeling. The present fruit of my garden, I'm not feeling. This magnificent, omniscient, perfect, all-penetrating law, it's impersonal. It shows no favoritism. It's lovingly unbiased, has no feelings. However, it responds to yours, your thinking, your word. Matthew 12 says, "But I say to you that for every idle word men may speak, they will give account of it in the day of judgment." Another translation says, "I promise you on the day of judgment, everyone will have to give account for every careless word they have spoken." Unconscious, our vain imaginings. The word which you speak today shall govern your life tomorrow, as the word you spoke ignorantly, innocently, consciously, or unconsciously yesterday is absolutely governing your life today. But now we move from milk to meat, or maybe it's just a few who do. We move from unconscious to conscious creators, intentional and deliberate, knowing now that it's our inner speech that is causation, attracting the conditions of our lives. We begin to take actionable steps inward, lowering the volume on the noise, and with the inner ear listening for what we believe to be true of ourselves, quieting the mind, taking control of our inner conversations, speaking from the premises of fulfilled desire, not thinking of, but thinking from fulfillment. In the silence, in the most precious supernatural space, we speak sentences of success, ones that imply that our desire is realized. In the silence, where the future becomes the present, God's name, I am that I am, making there, here, and then now. See, there's no one to change but self. To attempt to change the world before we change the concept of ourselves is the struggle against the nature of things. there can be no outer change until there's first an inner change. See, we're always thinking ahead of our results. For the body, the physical reality, it's always playing catch up. We tend to react to our circumstances and the conditions as if they are the cause, by unconscious contact, unaware of the thinking or the word that preceded its manifestation. The day I realized the great truth that everything in my world is a manifestation of the mental activity that's going on within me, and that the conditions and circumstances of my life only reflect in the state of consciousness with which I'm fused, was the most transformative. Everything changed.